Well, how would you like to ease your back pain, lower your cholesterol, and maybe even lose weight just by lying down?
Sounds good to me. Who wouldn't like that? The Migun bed promises to do it for you. So our Tracy Amick is putting it to the test. Is it healing or is it hype? We'll let you decide in this special report.
Right now, I'm sitting on a bed that's making lots of health claims. It's called a Migun bed, which means beautiful health in Korean. It's a bed that uses a combination of heat therapy and Eastern massage, and it's even approved by the FDA as a Class 2 medical device.
For the relief of muscle and joint aches and pains, the relief of arthritis, and an increase in circulation in the body.
And here's what the people at Migun say this bed can also do.
I've had customers whose blood pressure has come down, cholesterol has come down, people with diabetes have gotten relief, help level out their blood glucose levels.
And some people even claim to lose weight. And it's all from just lying on this bed for 30 minutes a day. So is this $3,500 bed worth it? We wanted to find out. So we got 3 volunteers to try the bed out for a month. All 3 were checked by a doctor before they tried it out. Dr. Baron Nason tested everything, including blood pressure, cholesterol, liver function, weight, and white blood cell count. And we're going to find out if just 1 month of using this Migun bed improved our volunteers' health. All this week, you'll meet our volunteers and follow their quest for beautiful health as we put the Migun bed to the test and decide, is it healing or hype?
Now, other than using the Migun bed, none of our volunteers changed their diet, sleep, or their exercise patterns. Tomorrow morning at 6, we'll follow our 3 volunteers as they attempt to see if this unique bed can help with some real health problems. And tomorrow at 11, we'll have the amazing results for you.
Well, we're putting a special bed to the test to see if it really makes people healthier, as some are claiming it does.
Our Tracy Amick works with a panel of volunteers following them as they begin their month-long journey trying out the Migun bed. Is it healing or hype?
My blood pressure is a little high.
I hope that it helps me sleep better at night.
And to enjoy a good massage, I used to lose a little bit of weight.
Hope that it helps relieve some stress.
To lower my cholesterol, to improve my circulation.
This is why Richard, Kizzy, and Jose volunteered to try the Migun bed, a heated massage bed that claims to help all kinds of health elements.
I've had customers whose blood pressure has come down, cholesterol has come down, people with diabetes have gotten relief, help level out their blood glucose levels.
So our 3 volunteers put it to the test. First, they underwent a battery of medical tests.
Hematology, which would be blood count, white blood cell, red blood cell, hemoglobin, hematocrit, platelet counts.
As well as getting their weight checked and blood pressure and hepatic profile.
Which is the liver, all the liver functions, as well as cholesterol level.
Richard complained about his weight and circulation, and Dr. Nason says he has elevated cholesterol. Kizzy wanted the bed to help her get to sleep at night. Otherwise, Dr. Nason says she's fine. And Jose says he wanted to work on his weight and to de-stress. Dr. Nason says he really needs to be more concerned about his blood pressure. All 3 agreed to lay on the Migun bed for 30 minutes a day and even keep a journal along the way. After a month, we took them back to the doctor to undergo the same battery of tests. Coming up later tonight at 11, we'll find out if their test results are different and if the Migun bed made a difference. We'll find out, is it healing or hype?
Other than using the Migun bed, none of our volunteers changed their diet, sleep, or exercise patterns. And beginning at 5 o'clock later this afternoon, we follow our 3 volunteers as they test out the Migun bed. We'll get their perspective. Is it healing or really hype? Tonight at 5. And again tonight at 11 o'clock, the ultimate test. We get the before and after test results for our volunteers.
Well, we are putting a therapeutic bed to the test to see if it really makes people healthier.
Our Tracy Amick handpicked a panel of volunteers. Right now, we will meet Jose as he begins his month-long journey trying out the Migun bed. It's all part of our special series we call Healing or Hype.
Here's Jose, a very busy man. He holds down 2 jobs and he still found time to study and become a U.S. citizen. But the American dream doesn't leave him time to take care of himself. That's where he hopes the Migun bed will help.
I hope that this change my blood pressure is a little high and it reduce a little bit of weight and on my age, I need to keep in track of my health.
Working 2 jobs puts a lot of pressure on him as well.
Morning, I just work with computers. I install computers, software. I do all the hardware. Come over here, as you know, and do my maintenance here. Just basically a routine. I just create a routine on my brain, on my body.
Dr. Nason says Jose really needs to worry about his hypertension.
We call it the silent killer because it affects all the organ systems. There's no organ that's immune to the effects of elevated blood pressure.
After a month of logging and lying on the Migun bed, Jose heads back to the clinic for another round of tests. We'll check the results before and after to see if the Migun bed is healing or hype.
Now, other than using the Migun bed, none of our volunteers changed any of their diet, sleep, or exercise patterns. And coming up at 5:30, you'll meet Kizzy. She's one of our news producers here and one of our volunteers for the Migun bed. And of course, at 11 tonight, the ultimate test. We get the before and after test results for all of our volunteers. Don't miss that again tonight at 11.
A heated massage bed that claims to lower your blood pressure and help you lose weight is gaining popularity here in Charleston. The bed sounded too good to be true, so our Tracy Amick recruited 3 volunteers and a doctor to find out if it's healing or hype.
This is Kizzy. She's a hard-working producer here at Live 5 News who also works in the world of retail, a woman who is always on the go. But working 2 jobs doesn't leave much time for sleep.
I hope that it helps me sleep better at night. Hope that it helps relieve some stress. I hope that it kind of relaxes me because I am a little tense in my shoulders normally.
The doctor says otherwise she's doing A-OK.
Tip-top. Picture of health. Vibrant young lady. And the best cholesterol of the day, 149.
So what does Kizzy think of the bed so far?
I've noticed that I am a lot looser, a lot less tighter when I do use it. And I pretty much, the nights that I do use it, I sleep the whole night.
After a month of the Migun bed, Kizzy is heading back to Dr. Nason in another round of medical tests. We'll check those results before and after to see if the Migun bed is healing or hype.
Now, outside of using the Migun bed, none of the volunteers changed any of their diet, sleep, or exercise patterns. And coming up new at 6, you'll meet Richard Todd of local radio fame. He's one of our volunteers for the Migun bed. Again, that's coming up tonight, new at 6.
It's a heated massage bed that claims to do everything from lowering your blood pressure to helping you lose weight. Sounds too good to be true, doesn't it? Well, our Tracy Amick recruited 3 volunteers and a doctor to see if it's healing or hype.
Good morning and welcome to the Morning Buzz. I'm Richard Todd. This is Charleston's morning meeting place, 1250 WTMA.
Meet Richard Todd. He's a popular radio talk show host in Charleston.
On the way, of course, traffic and weather together. We've got your WTMA Total Sports.
He's also a busy husband and dad and a cancer survivor. And he's helping us put the Migun bed to the test.
To lose any weight, to lower my cholesterol, to improve my circulation, to lower any blood pressure problems.
Dr. Baron Nason says that's a good idea.
Concerns with Richard would be hypercholesterolemia or elevated cholesterol, as well as elevated kidney function.
Okay.
All this lying around may not seem like hard work, but he's also been keeping a journal to mark his progress every day.
Yeah, I'm just writing down little notes every day of how I feel and what I experienced and what I did and my initial impressions after I get off the bed.
After a month of getting on and off the Migun bed, Richard is heading back to the hospital bed to get another round of medical tests done by Dr. Nason. We'll check the results before and after to see if the Migun bed is healing or hype.
Yeah, that was Richard Todd. Other than using the Migun bed, none of the volunteers changed their diet or sleep or exercise patterns. Make sure to stay tuned to our news at 11 tonight. We're putting the Migun bed to the ultimate test. Our volunteers have undergone health exams before and after using the bed for a month. Find out if it made a difference in their health and well-being. It's in our Healing or Hype final test. Again, that's tonight at 11.
If that works, I think I might have to buy one of those.
You think so? Well, there you go.
Some people say the Migun bed can help you lower your cholesterol, improve your circulation, and maybe, just maybe, even help you lose weight. But is it healing or hype? Tracy Amick and a team of volunteers put it to the test, and tonight the final results in this special report.
The Migun bed. It's a therapeutic massage bed that is approved by the FDA as a Class II medical device.
For the relief of muscle and joint aches and pains, the relief of arthritis, and an increase in circulation in the body.
And many people claim it goes far beyond just that.
I've had customers whose blood pressure has come down, cholesterol has come down. People with diabetes have gotten relief, help level out their blood glucose levels.
So we put it to the test. We had 3 volunteers try the bed out for 1 month. Kizzy, Richard, and Jose. All have different backgrounds, different schedules, and different things they wanted out of the bed. A doctor tested them before and tested them after, and the results are in. Let's take a look. Before the bed, Kizzy's cholesterol was normal at 149, and after, 144, so it dropped. Her blood pressure before the bed was 137/75, and after, 122/60, another drop. Next is Richard Todd. He wanted to work on his cholesterol most of all. Before the bed, it was 272, and after, 237. Quite a drop. He didn't do so well with his blood pressure. Before, it was 130/85, and after, it was higher at 153/99, but maybe he was just excited about taking the test. Now let's take a look at how the bed affected Jose. He wanted to lose a little weight, work on his cholesterol and his blood pressure. Dr. Nason says he's right to be concerned. Hypertension is deadly, and his numbers were high. Before the Migun bed, Jose's cholesterol was 168, and after, it dropped to, well, 167. Just 1 point, but still a drop. Most significant for Jose was the difference in his blood pressure. Before, it was 174/112, and after, 139/98. That's quite a difference. As far as losing weight goes, it didn't happen for any of our volunteers. Some even gained a few pounds, but everyone's cholesterol dropped. Keep in mind, this wasn't a real scientific test.
That this is not a clinically controlled trial, that this is simply anecdotal. When we do a study like this, there'd be 100 patients over months, and we'd have multiple, and it's a statistical significance is what we look for.
And the people at Migun say it takes longer than 1 month to see real results. Our volunteers tell us you may not be able to see it, but they certainly feel it.
Our test may not have been scientific, but all of our volunteers say that after using the bed, they feel more relaxed, are getting better sleep, and are even more energized throughout the day. Now, our volunteers, Kizzy, Richard, and Jose, only used the bed for 1 month, but the Migun Bed Store in Charleston is offering 60 free massages, so try it out if you want to. Now, is the Migun bed healing or hype? You decide.
From Fox 4, the news station. First at 9. Fox 4 News starts.
Free massage for life. These folks say it is helping them heal. So why isn't anybody asking for cash? Fox 4's Steve Noviello has the real deal. Back pain, sleeping disorders, headaches, obesity. The makers of the Migun massage bed say that their product will relieve all of those things.
And you get to use the bed for free, for life, if you want to. Fox 4's Steve Noviello is on your side tonight with the real deal.
Soothing music, a relaxing atmosphere, and dozens of people resting in the Migun massage beds, hoping for healing.
My lower back. The very lower back.
Back pain and irritable bowel syndrome plagued Terry. Suzanne wants to lose weight and has trouble sleeping and back pain. Lane's back pain is severe.
You know, I've noticed that, I'm crooked. It's like one shoulder is up and the other shoulder is lower.
And Lynn has thyroid problems. While they all have varying ailments, they've each agreed to give Migun a fair shot.
It was designed by an engineer in Korea.
Matt Caruso owns a Migun massage store and says what makes this bed work is the heated jade stones that run up and down the pressure points of the body.
They're very good for dilating blood vessels. It's very good for pain in the joints and in the muscle tissue.
Matt tells the participants they should use the bed 4 or 5 times a week, and the more they need it, the more it may hurt at first.
It hurt. I was scared. I was actually scared that it was going to throw something out of my back. But with time, I got used to it, I guess. It got to the point where towards the end there, I was snoring right with the people around me.
Our volunteers take between 1 and 6 months to give Migun a thorough test. And while we wait on the results, they tell us the really puzzling part is that the massage really is free.
Not once was I ever confronted about, are you ready to purchase? There is no pressure to buy. Absolutely none.
Matt says they don't have to push the product because once people experience the benefits, they will want to buy.
There are so many health-related products on the marketplace today that a person needs time to evaluate what is good and what's best for them.
So time for that evaluation from our volunteers. Terry's back doesn't hurt and...
My stomach doesn't bother me anymore. I don't have digestion problems.
And what about Blaine and Lynn? They say their back problems are fixed. And Lynn's thyroid?
Next 2-week period, about 8 or 9 pounds. Just doing nothing different. Nothing. No exercising, believe me.
Suzanne's results weren't quite as good. While her back pain subsided, she still isn't getting good sleep, and she's not sure her weight loss is due to Migun or her workouts. Still, all of our testers say they believe the product works, but...
It's very difficult to get there every day.
If you live close to one of the locations, no problem, but Blaine and Suzanne had trouble getting there regularly. Matt says he understands, but...
It's so easy to wreck your body, and we don't even think about it. We don't give it second thought. But to take 45 minutes out of your day to go get work on the body to help bring it back into balance seems to be too much effort.
On your side, Steve Noviello, Fox 4 News.
It sounds like a miracle, a bed that makes your back pain go away and cures whatever ails you, but does it really work? Gina Silva's here with some answers about these so-called miracle beds.
One by one, they file in. They set up their sheets and lay in bed. Every day, hundreds of people come through the San Fernando Center. They're here for one reason only, the so-called miracle beds.
It's been a real difference in my life, this machine.
Monica Losa claims the beds have cured her asthma.
Tenía colesterol.
Manuel Morelos says his high cholesterol has lowered dramatically.
Pain was unbearable on my back.
Joe Carrera says his back pain is gone. One after another, they all say the beds somehow make them feel better. But how is that possible?
This bed is actually originated from the base of the philosophy of the Oriental medicine.
Chang So of UC Irvine's Anatomy and Neurobiology Department says it's like having a chiropractor, a neurologist, and an acupressurist all rolled into one. The beds, named Migun, originated in Korea 15 years ago. So, who has conducted an extensive clinical study, says these helium gas bulbs produce heated infrared rays up and down a person's spine, which causes a healthier blood circulation. There's also an extra board of bulbs people can place wherever they feel pain. While many doctors aren't really sure of the benefits these beds provide, you won't convince these people otherwise.